So to the winner. People thought this was a genuinely extraordinary book about life. It's about a certain kind of life. It's a bit hedonistic, a bit reckless. A lot of people will identify with it. A lot of people will envy it. Some people won't like it. But if you read it, I think, with an open mind, you will realise what an amazing thing life is, and also how having some kind of engagement and passion for sport enables you to live life to the full. And so the winner of the William Hill Sports Book of the Year for 2016 is Barbarian Days.
Yeah, well, I did a piece for the New Yorker about a guy I used to surf with.
Right.
And it got a lot of response and made me think that it was possible for me to write about this kind of secret life I had. I mean, I'm a political journalist by trade, and I had this fear that coming out of the closet as a surfer would sort of undermine my credibility, as a serious political commentator.
Right.
Surfers have this image, this sort of
course,
stereotyped as dummies and unworldly, not undeserved.
Right. Okay.
So I tried this piece and this profile of another surfer, in which it was revealed that I too surfed, and that came out all right. Nobody really cared. So I thought, I really do have another whole story to tell. This other life I lead, it's supremely irresponsible, chasing waves, and it's a really useless thing to do, and it takes up a lot of time and energy, but it's a kind of world nobody knows about.
Right.
I mean, other surfers know about, but the literature of it is quite tribal. Nobody outside knows anything about it, really. So I wanted to tell the story. It took me 20 years.
You said you wrote for 20 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've been surfing yourself, since childhood?
Yeah, since I was a kid, 50 years now.
50 years? So you must be pretty darn good.
No, I'm actually getting worse. I mean, with age, I peaked probably, my 20s or my 30s, and then it's all downhill from there, unfortunately. It's a sad, long decline.
And the best location you've surfed at?
So my favorite waves are in Indonesia,
right?
Or in Fiji,
right?
There's some great waves in Hawaii and in California, but all of these places are quite crowded now. The better known great waves,
yeah, of course,
full of people. So.
And here we are at the Sports Book of the Year Awards. I'm going to ask that question that people who write about darts are asked and things like that. Is surfing a sport?
Not to my mind.
Really?
No.
What are you doing here then?
I don't know. I'm happy to be here. There's a pro tour, there's competition, there's organized aspects of it. But that's over at the edge, really. I mean, I follow it. I'm interested in top surfers and what they're up to. But it's 98% of surfers never touch competition or anything organized or pay much attention to it really at all, I think. You're out in this kind of wild ocean environment chasing waves. It's the least organized thing you can imagine. And competition is implicit sometimes, but never explicit.
But is it considered more of a sport in some countries than others, or Australia?
That's true. In some places it's more socialized. And increasingly in the US and increasingly in Europe, the countries with a good ocean coastline for surf. Australia, I moved there, I traveled there, lived there for a while when I was young, and was sort of shocked at how mainstream it was. I was used to being part of this kind of rebel culture in California.
Right.
And Australians were all kind of approved by their parents, and to me that was lame and shocking. It's actually a really hard thing to learn, surfing.
Is it?
Yeah, and plenty of people who've read my book, adults, have come back to me and said, I was thinking about trying surfing, and now that I've read your book,
forget it.
Out of the question. Too cold, hard, dangerous, and difficult.
Yeah.
That's all true.